Program now to take you live to the House gallery and comments by Republican Congressman Ron Paul.
It's very annoying. Not only is it annoying, I think it's illegal. I think it's unconstitutional. I think it's an act of war. And I think it's much worse than anything that we have considered under the impeachment resolutions. I have a prepared statement for tomorrow, and in that statement I talk about a much more serious act that the president committed than anything that we've generally talked about, and that was the illegal bombing of Sudan and Afghanistan for political reasons. $200 million were spent for that without congressional approval. It was a cynical way of directing attention away from the president onto what he was doing in foreign policy. Unfortunately, though, it meets no resistance because too many on our side of the aisle like to drop bombs. And I think that's wrong. There's been a lot of talk about the Constitution in the last several weeks, in the last several months. A lot of people holding up the Constitution. But I'd like them to read the Constitution, everybody here in this Congress, to read the Constitution about committing acts of war. And we wouldn't be doing this. And I beg and plead that our leadership not get distracted from what they're doing because of this. This, to me, is an outrage, and we shouldn't be participating in it. We should not permit our president to do this. It's very dangerous. It has nothing to do with national security. Matter of fact, our national security is more jeopardized by permitting this to happen because we're liable to start a war. We're liable to have our military men killed. We're liable to have more attacks on us by terrorists because we're inviting these. There's just a bit of irony that our president can hide behind the military. A president that is not held in high esteem by the military, and he has never held the military in high esteem and has avoided it, and now he uses the military to hide behind. I think this is atrocious. I think it shouldn't be permitted. We should speak out. But the important reason is that this act of committing war, whether it's a Republican or a Democratic president, is wrong. War should only be fought with the consensus of the people through the Congress. And yet in these later years, in the last several decades, we have been too willing to allow our presidents to do this. So I urge our Republican leadership especially, and I will at the conference, not to go along with this and not give the endorsement that the president is looking for, because he's hiding behind this. It's very dangerous, has nothing to do with national security. Thank you.
What type of signal has the leadership sent you as far as the next step in the impeachment?
The only thing we've heard about what the leadership might do has been from the television, the official remarks from our